Well, I got pistons, rods, and everything for my car, and the blocks that I ended up getting from the junkyard, I only do 10 over, a quarter millimeter, and they ended up having some grooves in them that couldn't get cleaned up. So I had to order other sets of pistons for my block that's a bigger bore. So I have an extra set if anyone wants any. But here's the new pistons that I just got from DP. Open these up as we go. Right here. So I'm gonna do this. So there's a spec sheet. So normally I do 87 and a quarter, which right here, and now I got 87 and a half. 22 millimeter pin, drag application, 28.5 millimeter or 1.12 inches, and so yeah, you got 4 sets of rings. I'm not going to take everything out, but so here's a piston. As you can see, I had to make it a little smaller for clearance for the piston in the wall, so it's not at 87 and a half. Then you add it like so that the actual bore is going to be like 87 and a half. I wanted it 87.3 15 millimeter, so I'll have to hone out, have the machine shop hone it out just a touch more, like another thou, because I run 5 thou piston in the wall. But these are them. Just how thick the skirt is compared to other pistons. This whole piston is extremely heavy, which I like. And then so people always don't understand, I run a longer rod than stock, and you can see how the wrist pin goes into the oil groove where the rings go. So you need these buttons. Let me pop one out here and just tape it back in. So you got these buttons, right? And then when the wrist pin goes in, this kind of slides in here. If I just let it go, it's going to fall all the way through, but just a good example. It sits there and it supports the oil ring. And then the contour of this, you can see, it's hard to focus there. You can see a contour matches the contour of the piston bore. So it's in there, it's flush on the wall. So that's how you do get away with that. And then I order C350 pins, but these are just tool steel. Because I got to sell these, and I don't think most people need. I don't even need that C350. I just do it. But these are, hold on. So I got it out of the package, and you can see they stamp it. See that TS for tool steel, which this is what almost everyone runs is tool steel. It's pretty rare to run that marginal steel like I do. This is like if you get like the A's, like everyone in the 3S world knows about ATS and the HD wrist pins from ATS with Wiseco, and that's just tool steel, and they run a 225 wall, which is a 6 millimeter. So this is a 236 wall pin, tool steel. So it's pretty similar, equivalent to what they run. But I normally run a 236 wall C35 with DLC coating, so it's a stronger metal and thicker than other ones. I know Trom runs a 250 wall, so a quarter inch, so a little thicker than this with tool steel, with their Outlaw pistons. But this should be plenty. But yeah, that's what you got to do to get a longer rod. But this is about as long as you can get, because when the rod goes around the wrist pin, you only got so much room here, and it's getting too tight to the piston top. Otherwise, that's as high as you can bring it safely. So yeah, I'm gonna get these to the machine shop, and hopefully you can get my blocks going. I have been having a lot of stuff go on, so I'm going to start getting back on the car. I'm going to maybe start tear trans apart and start doing the dog box here. But just a quick update.